Welcome to Frederick at its best. I'm Frederick County Executive Jan Gardner, and I'm really pleased to be here today to recognize an important organization in our community who's really made a difference to people who have suffered from substance abuse and addiction. And I'm really pleased to recognize 40 years of service for Wells House at Gale Recovery, and to let everyone know about the bright future that they promise to people who participate in their programs. So Gale Recovery, for those of you who may not know, provides housing, treatment, and hope for the future. When Gale House first opened in 1976, the program served 12 struggling alcoholics. Since that time, it has offered life-changing residential treatment for men and women in Frederick County. In addition to substance abuse treatment, Wells House at Gale Recovery also provides GED education classes, life skills, parenting classes, and assists with referrals for housing, employment, and financial and legal assistance. The organization's key mission is to provide safe, effective substance abuse treatment and bring awareness of the problems and solutions surrounding substance abuse in our community. Wells House at Gale Recovery provides low-intensity, clinically managed addiction treatment services at 2 halfway houses that are certified by the Maryland Alcohol and Drug Administration. Their halfway houses provide a structured yet individualized residential treatment program. This level of residential program is best suited for individuals who have completed their initial detoxification but are in need of a safe and sober living environment where recovery skills and self-sufficiency can be developed and appropriate support can be provided before people transition into the community. And that's very important because people can't just transition to the community from detox and do that. The support systems and the treatment is very much needed. It is a transition that takes some time. The 12-bed Gale House for Women is situated in the heart of downtown Frederick, within walking distance of Winchester Hall, and the 15-bed Olson House for Men is located on the east side of town near the fairgrounds. Both houses are staffed 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, every day of the year. They serve Maryland residents with a focus on people from central and western Maryland, but residents of Frederick County are given priority. As the county executive of Frederick County, I'm very much aware that there is a growing crisis in our community with regard to substance abuse. Particularly, we hear a lot in the news about heroin and opioid abuse and the overdoses and fatalities associated with it. And it's really grown at an alarming rate. And it affects families and people everywhere in every corner of our county, and people of all backgrounds and experiences. So I formed a heroin consortium, and some of the people who are joining me today are part of that, to bring together law enforcement, county agencies, our nonprofits, the hospital, and people and organizations like Wells House at Gale Recovery to work together to effectively address substance abuse and addiction and to reduce overdoses and fatalities. The consortium facilitates communication by encouraging the sharing of information and resources and produces a unified response to the citizens of our community. I do want to highlight the work of the Frederick County Health Department because they've really played a key role and continue to play a key role in raising awareness about substance abuse. And one of the great things they've done is the Take Back My Life campaign. And if you haven't seen it and you're really have had this issue touch your family, and again, almost everybody knows somebody, go to takebackmylife.org to view some very moving and real testimonials of individuals' challenges but ultimate success with recovery. We really want people to know that recovery is possible. Citizens who need any kind of assistance or help with substance abuse can call the 24-hour crisis and intervention hotline by dialing 211. You can also call our health department, which is 301-600-1029. If you're watching this broadcast today and you are in need of help or you know somebody who is, don't be shy. This, again, is something we're seeing all around the county that affects a lot of people. Please know that help is available. I really want to encourage you to call 211. So as we recognize Wells House at Gale Recovery today, you may wonder what's involved and who is eligible to participate in their programs. To enter the program, individuals must be at least 18 years old. They must be referred from a treatment provider at a Maryland certified program, and they must have a primary diagnosis of substance abuse dependency. Those who apply may be immediately accepted, or they may have to go on a waiting list for an opening in the program, but residential services are provided, generally lasting from 3 to 6 months. And the length of the program depends on the individual and the situation that they're in and their recovery goals. Licensed addiction counselors, case managers, and peer counselors provide treatment for at least 5 hours a week. Participants also must work to seek employment as part of the program. Wells House at Gale Recovery is part of a well-established network of recovering peers, program alumni, and a nearby 12-step meetings. I'm excited that Wells House at Gale Recovery is celebrating 40 years of success and 40 years of helping people in our community, and really serving people who have struggled to recover from substance abuse and addiction. So I really want to say thank you for all the good work that you've provided in our community. And I know I have a lot of people standing here with me who are part of this in one way or the other, and we want to give them an opportunity to speak. So I'm going to pass the microphone, so please introduce yourself and make a few comments.
Thank you, County Executive. My name is Charlie Mooney. I'm the Executive Director of the Wells House and Wells House at Gale Recovery. We are so happy to be part of your family and partner with the Department of Health. They're wonderful. Your county really has stepped out in front, and it's just amazing to see what's happening here. So I want to thank you again for what you do for this county, and it's important to us to have partners that are involved. Thanks.
Well, thank you.
I'm Amy Fitzwater, and I'm the clinical director of the Wells House. And I just want to say that I feel very blessed to be part of this organization. I'm very excited that Gale Recovery has become part of the Wells House family.
Hi, thank you. I'm John Kotz. I'm the patient education administrator, and my job there is to work with the patients outside of the focus on their addiction. So I help patients when it's in regards to getting their GED and preparing for employment through life skills classes and other things of that nature, getting into college and that kind of stuff.
Very good.
Hi, I'm Paul Wolford. I am the supervisor for the Drug Treatment Court. We have a close working collaboration with the Wells House at Gale Recovery. We have been working with them from the beginning of the drug court. We have referred many of our participants for housing. At the beginning, it was mainly for housing as a transition back into the community, for supervision and just a little bit closer watch over them while they are acclimating themselves back into the community. And now it has gone from that to now it's treatment and also a place to stay. So it's developed and progressed a great deal since we first started. We continue to make referrals. We found over the years that people who transition there typically do better because it's sort of a timeout, if you will, from their environment that may be causing issues for them, and teaching them how to live in the community that may create some obstacles and how to deal with that successfully. So we're very happy to make referrals to the Wells House and look forward to a long relationship.
Hi, my name is Nathaniel Peacock, and I'm the IT director for the Wells House. And I'm just grateful to be a part of this team and helping people to recover and knowing that what we're doing is making a difference. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Bridget Farrell. I'm the Regional Grants Administrator for Gale and Wells House, and really appreciate the support from the county. We have a county grant arrangement with you folks, and it's a wonderful program, so thank you.
I'm Cynthia Turrell, and I'm the Regional Outreach Director for Wells House and Wells House at Gale Recovery. And our piece, and one of the things that we've been able to collaborate with the county executive and with the health department, has been on outreach and information, trying to get the word out to the community about substance abuse, about the solutions to that, and making people aware of the problem. And so we certainly, are very happy that you have given us the support in that outreach effort, and hope to continue that relationship also.
All right, thank you, Cynthia. I have another microphone here, so we'll go the opposite direction with you, Katie.
I'm Katie Schwartz. I am the Regional Director of Frederick for the Wells House at Gale Recovery. I'm also the intake coordinator. I've been working with the Wells House since October of last year, so almost a year. Before I joined the staff, I was a member of the Board of Directors at Gale Recovery. My interest in joining the board grew from my personal experience. I believe the message we give to and the example we set for those in early recovery needs to be the right message. The people who come to our houses for treatment are all in early recovery. They're really fragile. They have a disease that tells them they don't have a disease. Substances have become their only way to cope. They need to change everything. Pretty scary, huh? As regional director in Frederick, I manage the staff that manage both houses. And like was said before, they're 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We feed the people. We offer group and individual counseling, peer group support, relapse prevention, addiction education. We coordinate mental health services, eviction assistance, and independent living development. In September of 2015, Gale Recovery had been struggling financially and trying to find a way to keep what we have viable in Frederick. And that is the time at which we merged with the Wells House. Charlie was unbelievably generous and caring in coming to our aid, and that's the point at which I became a staff member rather than just a board member. In 2016, we will increase the number of beds in both houses. We have purchased a building that's going to be used for all of our groups, all our counseling offices, administrative offices, so that a lot of those people will be coming out of the houses, and that will allow us to put more beds in there. The second part of my job, which is the intake coordinator, you just wouldn't believe. Just today, I got 6 big referral packets for people that want to come into our facilities, and today was a slow day. I had about 22 phone calls before I left to come here, and when I go back, there will be more. Every parent I talk to who wants to get their kid in our facility, and they're not all kids, a lot of them are grown adults, they say, gosh, we need more places like this. And the fact is that we do. We could keep our beds filled constantly, and it's very gratifying work. We do help people. We do. People change their lives when they're with us. They get on the right path, and many, many, many of them stay there. We do see people that come back over and over, and we welcome them back. That's part of it. It's a recurring, chronic, relapsing disease. We welcome them back, and we hope that this is the time that they're going to be ready to change. So that's all I have. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Michelle Marshall. I'm a drug and alcohol counselor trainee at Wells House for Gale Recovery. For the sake of time, I just want to share that my job is also personal to me because I am in recovery. So what I do want to say, the biggest message that I want to put out there is step-down treatment works. Step-down treatment works. And when Wells House came on, and they gave us the opportunity to offer intensive outpatient services, life skills, and GED, That was so important because it's the whole package. It's the cumulative thing that works in recovery. And I know this because I did it wrong for 24 years. And I didn't follow suggestions. I didn't surrender, and I just didn't listen to what other people had to say until I actually did. And what they said was right. It worked. So I am just so excited. It's this magical combination of what works, and we prove it like every single day, helping our clients and just making sure. And I work with a phenomenal clinical team, and we are just so happy to be a part of everything today and share our message of hope, because we do recover.
My name is Jamie. I'm a Gale House graduate. I'm also a drug court graduate. And I just want to say that had it not been for Gale House, I would not have been able to complete the drug court program. The first time I attempted to complete that program, I failed horribly. And that is because I came back into the society with no structure. Gale House taught me structure. They taught me normal day-to-day routines that I had somehow forgotten how to do. It definitely affected my life dramatically. I have 2 years clean, still going, not turning back. Just having people around the clock in that house to support you, to notice that, something's not right, to pull you up, sit you down, are you okay? Curfew at night, making sure that you're doing the right thing impacted my life dramatically, and I just want to thank them and each and every one of them for everything they've done, and I'm going to keep doing my best.
Hi, I'm Jacob Reed, and I also was a drug court graduate. I came to the house. I call it Olsen House. It was probably about July 2014. I came in there, and I didn't know what to expect. I was scared. I grew up with my dad, his mom and dad, but once they died, all in like a year span, I gave up. I didn't have no hope left. And it was good that I had structure again. I could be one. I could learn how to do the right thing. And, the number one rule, the number one tool I guess I learned was how to be honest, and I had a great counselor, and she always told me, no matter what the consequences was, you knew what you did. You got to tell the truth, dude. You know what you did. So I try to stick to that today, I know what's right, I know what's wrong, and today I try to just don't worry about what the wrong people are doing, as long as I'm doing the right thing, then there's no way that I can fail, I just, I had a good life, I just like to do what I wanted to do, and I didn't care about the consequences, I always blamed, I have a health condition, cystic fibrosis, so I always blamed it on my health, I'll get in trouble and then just be like, oh, well, I'll probably get out of it because I blame it on my disease, and like this past weekend, I did the run for recovery, and it was awesome, actually running for the right reason, because for so many years I've ran for the wrong reasons and try to get, I've always lied, stole, cheated, now it's like I'm just trying to be honest, learning how to be a good person in the community, because I'd hang out with my friends and their parents are like, man, he's been in the paper 3 times this last 3 months, don't hang out with him, But now I actually hear good things about myself, and yeah, I have a bad past, but I gotta just move forward, and I'm also working at the Olsen House, Wells House for a direct care provider, it has significantly changed my life, for the better. And without drug court, without these halfway houses to help people get, actually live life and without using drugs, it's cool. A lot of people, they don't make it back, and some people do make it, and it's like, it's just a change, you got to make it. You got to be willing to. And that's all I got. Thank you.
My name is Corey Shorb. I'm with the Frederick County Health Department, and I also graduated the drug court program down here in 2008. And although I didn't go through the Gale House or the Recovery House or the Wells or Olson House, you know, there's a lot of people that I know personally that have went through those houses that helped get my life on track. And I continue to use today as a part of my network. So there's not a doubt in my mind that, you know, that the Wells House, you know, Gale House, Olson, they're saving lives and does a lot of good for the community. So that's why I'm here.
Hello, my name is Christy Glass. I'm a state care coordinator with the Frederick County Health Department, and our program, we get referrals from inpatient treatment centers, the detention center, and we've recently expanded it to our local recovery treatment centers as well. So what my role is we make sure those individuals, we go out and meet them at the treatment centers and make sure that they're linked to all of the appropriate services that individual may need coming out of treatment. And a lot of our participants in the program reside at Gale House, and I'm just here to support them today, and I'm really grateful to be working with them.
Hi, I'm Santina Prather. I'm the Adult Recovery Supports Coordinator with the Frederick County Health Department. And so I'm sure it's okay for me to speak on behalf of our health officer, Dr. Brookmeyer, and our Division Director of Behavioral Health Services, Andrea Walker, and all of the staff of the Behavioral Health Services Division by saying congratulations on your 40th anniversary. We definitely recognize the importance of having your program in our community. As you know, we don't have a lot of residential services. We need more treatment services, and we've had a 15-year relationship with the Gale Recovery Program, now the Wells at Gale Recovery Program. So we look forward to a long-standing relationship in the future, and if there's anything we can do to support this program, we'll be there.
Hi, my name is Gillian Anderson. I am with the Frederick County Health Department. I am also a person in long-term recovery, and I know recovery works. I am a state care coordinator. Our program assists in providing recovery supports, which as a person in long-term recovery, I know are extremely important. And when the community pulls together, people recover.
Thank you for those powerful messages and for the good work that you do. I really have to say I'm very grateful for the employees in the Frederick County Health Department, for everyone who works at, I'm always going to say Gale House, Wells House at Gale Recovery, and everybody who has really achieved recovery. It's a big deal. It is a struggle, and I really hold you in awe for being successful at it and sticking with it. And so I really can't express enough gratitude for the good work that you do to help people be successful and contributing members of our community. So I do have a proclamation on behalf of the county to recognize the 40th anniversary of the Wells House at Gale Recovery, and so I'd like to read it. Whereas the Wells House and the Gale Recovery programs began in 1976 to offer a safe recovery environment for alcoholics and those suffering from substance abuse, that tradition continues after a recent merger of the two organizations, as they are now known as the Wells House at Gale Recovery. And whereas the nonprofit organization offers life-changing residential treatment programs for recovery from the diseases of alcoholism and drug dependency. This year, the Wells House at Gale Recovery will offer additional treatment options at a new center in Frederick, Maryland. And whereas Wells House at Gale Recovery has effectively served more than 3,500 men and women with a mission to provide safe and secure housing, supportive counseling, and individual case management focused on their clients' continued recovery from substance abuse while fostering independence and self-sufficiency. And whereas the organization also offers comprehensive, holistic services that assist residents to identify and address the myriad of challenges in transitioning back to sobriety. The programs provide an effective, compassionate solution to a public health problem which impacts our community on a daily basis. Success is evident as 3 out of 4 individuals are free from alcohol and drug abuse when they exit the program, and 2 out of 3 have obtained employment. That certainly is a real measure of success. And whereas for 40 years, Wells House at Gale Recovery has provided individuals striving to get clean and sober with the support they need to transform their lives and positively impact families and workplaces, making our community safer, healthier, and a better place to live. So now, therefore, as the County Executive of Frederick County, Maryland, I hereby recognize the 40th anniversary of the Wells House at Gale Recovery and congratulate the organization and all the people involved in it for the progress they have made in helping so many people in Frederick County recover from the effects of substance abuse. And it's presented today, and I'm going to present it to you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And for those of you who are watching, I want to reiterate again our congratulations to everyone who's here. And I want to encourage you, if you know somebody in our community, in your family, your friends, your workplace, who needs assistance, to please call 911, because there is assistance, there is hope, and we really want to join in our community to help people be successful. So I commend Wells House at Gale Recovery and congratulate you on your 40th anniversary. And I want to thank you and all your community partners for the wonderful job you do to ensure a bright future for Frederick County.